Yes, I'm finally home. I can actually sink my teeth for a couple hours into this. I don't know why I've got this summoner trance gauge unlocked.
Fine.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Right, this Final Fantasy Dawntrail. Oh, there's a muscle mummy already! Ah, I need to go and find the Fantasia mission. Oh shit, I don't know where to go for it. I'm just... Right, maybe if I go here... We haven't got foil.
Yeah.
We've got baking paper, that's why. Ah, shit. Right, now I need to see... Heartless hypothesis. Perfect specimens. Okay. Key to the past. Can I ask you to do me a Google search? Please. I need to figure out where to get the Fantasia. They said it will be a side mission. I need to make my muscle mommy. I need to ditch this Vieira. And also, I need to swap back to my Reaper.
What am I checking for?
Dawntrail Fantasia mission. Fantasia spelled with a PH.
Shit, eh?
Upon learning the traits Void Soul weapon skill, which costs Lemur Shroud, will grant Void Shroud when executed with Death Gauge, Soul Gauge. Yeah, that's... I don't... It's probably from the update.
Fantasia quest.
Yes.
I could get free Fantasia in Final Fantasy.
Yes. Yes.
If you read it, it wouldn't probably make more sense to you.
Okay. So, I just need to know where to pick it up. Free Fantasia can be obtained speaking with the medicine merchant NPC and completing the bottled fantasy quest in Uldar Steps of Thal. Cool. Bottled fantasy Steps of Thal. Let's do it. Bottled fantasy. Enter the Viper. Okay, so that's where the Viper mission is. Steps of Thal. Okay. We'll go to the Gladiators Guild for now and go from there. Medicine Merchant. There it is. Bottled fantasy. It's on the marketplace. Supply chain.
Cool.
I know, right? And if I'm in a battle, that portal stays open, and I can teleport back to it. Look at all the people looking for their Fantasia. Yes! Let's do it. Why, hello there, lass. Care to make some easy gill? You only need to deliver a vial of my wares to a customer. I'll make it worth your while. Heavens no, this is a perfectly legitimate job, and I would never lie to you. It simply isn't in my nature. Now that we understand each other, take this to the gladiator waiting on the steps of Null. Once you receive those dues, bring them straight back here, and rest assured I will know you're even a gill short. Look at all these people. They're doing the same quest, I think, all running back. Diminutive gladiator. This is taking forever. Maybe it really was too good to be true. He's gonna change into something. Ah, thank you, miss. I've been waiting for what felt like an age, but finally it's here. A miracle draft. Oh, do you not know what this is? This, my friend, is a vial a vial of the mysterious brew called Fantasia. Oh, it's with an F. Legend states that any who drink it before lying down for a nap awakens a new man or woman. My Colosseum debut is coming up and I'm terribly nervous, so I thought this medication might bestow me the self-confidence I lack. And a chiseled, muscly body besides. Can't wait to show off in my subligar. Take this to the medicine merchant with my compliments. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to make my dreams come true. I'll wait to start getting new gear. Really busy today as well. Is that your second one? It's your first one. Good, you're back. And with my payment, I expect. Every last skill counted for. I knew I'd be right. You'd be right for the job. Now for your payment. But what's this? Oh gosh, yeah, there he is.
Smile.
That was a Lullafell. He's now Rogadine. And you could change race like that. Friend of yours? Can't say I recognized him. My client? You mean the little Lullafellan gladiator? Well, yes. Isn't that what your medicine does? Who's to say? I have no way of proving that man was indeed my client. But it would sate your curiosity. I believe I can spare a vial for your own experimentation. This will be my third vial, bitch. Give it to me. Now, my business here is done. We will meet again someday, though whether we recognize one another is less certain. This is clever what they've done, because I think they've released this as a level 1 mission, which means they didn't actually release a free... So far, whenever there's been a new race, they've given you a free one with your download. This one looks like you can use anytime you want, with any expansion pack. Essentially making this expansion pack vial free. Right. Let's do it. So, legend states that any who drink this mysterious liquid before lying down for the evening will awaken a new man or woman.
You already read that.
Grants you an opportunity to edit your appearance in the character creation screen upon your next login. Right, guys. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to kill the stream here now. Oh, I'm so sorry if... Oh, I wonder if I should maybe do this later. Because if I log back in, I might not be able to get back in. Right, I'm going to keep this for later. And I'm going to get on with the game. Yeah, the queue might be thousands long. And I've already been sat here queuing. Well, my husband's been sat here queuing for me since 1 o'clock. I actually don't know when I landed up in the game. Okay. Gee. I'm gonna change my minion though. I don't want. Yeah, I have a reminder. Don't worry. Oh yeah, I've got my little Eden mine. Wind up coaching. She's playing on my phone. Where's my fat cat? There's my fat cat. Right, where is the mission? Question. It's quite busy. So next time I log in, I will be
me.
Oljika Sunjika has a message for you. Welcome back, Lilith. I've just had word from Erenville. It seems he's managed to secure passage to Torel aboard a guild ship vessel. Why don't you wait in the main hall while I go and inform your travel companions? It should only take a moment.
I'm putting in just like that.
Yeah, do it. Hey, sweet boy. Did you just feed him or something?
Huh?
Did you just feed him or something?
Alexa, set a timer for 30 minutes.
30 minutes. Starting now.
What? Glass of wine? Oh, I don't like anything. We've got chocolate muffin. Make it a glass of wine. I'll trouble you for one. Oljika gave us the good news. We've made ready to set sail at the moment's notice. The only one yet to arrive is Erenville himself. Ah, you're all here. It took some persuasion, but the Gleaners Guildship has granted us places aboard a vessel bound for Tural. There will be other passengers, researchers and artisans and the like, so we'll need to share deck space. That's fine, Erenville. I doubt anyone expected we'd have a ship all to ourselves. You're not casting off just yet, so if you have any lingering concerns, now's the time to voice them. I wouldn't call it a concern, but everyone's still clear on what it is we'll be doing in Tural, yes? We've not forgotten. The National of Tuliolol is in the midst of deciding its next ruler. As your chosen allies, we shall assist you during the rite of succession and support your bid to become Dawn Servant. In addition to that, Alphino and I have another objective. As part of its reconstruction, Garlemald seeks ways to reconcile and re-engage with its neighbours. By visiting Tural, we hope to learn more about how its myriad cultures interact with one another, how they found common ground, develop stronger ties, the sort of insights that might help our friends in Ilsabard. But we'll pursue this goal in our own time. You can be assured that we'll give the contest all due attention. That's all I ask. Otherwise, you're welcome to do as you like. You wanted to find out about your grandfather, right, Creel? Yes, as far as we could determine from the old missive I found, he had been tasked with investigating the Golden City by your father, the Dawn Servant. Yet oddly enough, we have no record of that investigation in our archives, and nothing to explain the earring which accompanied the letter. Thus, for reasons both official and personal, I would very much like to get to the bottom of this mystery. I'm sure there'll be a chance to speak with Papa.
Yes.
You can get your answers right from the source. Hey, sweet boy. No, I love you, boy. I look forward to meeting him. In any case, you're not the only one with an interest in the City of Gold. The Golden City is a children's bedtime story. I am part of this expedition only because the Third Promise has commanded that I serve as guide. Still playing the part of the stoic servant, I see. What of you? Don't you dare tell me you've changed your mind. Hoist sail and let the wind take us as she pleases. We won't make you Dawn Servant by standing here and talking about it. I go wherever adventure is to be found. Hoist sail and let the wind take us as she pleases. Well said. We won't get far wallowing in the shallows. Right then. If all are still committed to the journey, then I say we make ready to depart.
She did not give me as up. He said they had interest in making an Elden Ring movie.
Yeah, I saw that. Eager and also Ghost of Tsushima.
It would be a better series. Because you could have each season be one of bosses.
13 Ghosts has been turned into a season. But it's the movie is a reboot, not the origin stories, I don't think. Eager as they are, the others have already left for the harbour. We're not in danger of missing the boarding call, but perhaps we should be on our way as well.
Savoring the moment? I can feel your excitement, your eagerness to explore the unknown.
Well, for once, the fate of the world doesn't rest on our shoulders. We might even get a chance to enjoy ourselves.
Do not be so quick to relax. Oh, Tural may seem but a short sail away on a map. The vast seas between brim with peril. The treacherous waters of Shade's Triangle alone have claimed countless vessels. Even following the safe route plotted by Admiral Bufiswin herself, this will be no pleasure cruise.
Perhaps, but my voyage here was uneventful enough, disappointingly so.
Either way, the two of you have first-hand experience, which will be of great comfort in the days ahead, I'm sure.
Aye, it's nothing new to us.
All aboard! We're casting off!
It's time. I trust you have everything you need? And so does our ship cast off from the docks. We sail west, as Kattenram did some 80 years past, bound for the New World, known to her children as the continent of Tural.
Just wait, Papa. When this contest is said and done, it'll be your daughter who sits the throne. Me! Waklamat!
Smooth sailing so far?
Aye, so far so good. But this sea, she's a fickle one. Calm one moment, blowing a gale the next.
I'll take my rest while I can then.
We left port what seems an age ago now. and we've seen naught but open water ahead. I knew Tural was far, but it's another thing to really know. Speaking of which, some of our fellow passengers have made this trip before. Several times, in fact. I was able to learn a few things about Tuliolal and the right of succession. Since we still have a long way to go, why not have a chat with them yourself? I'm sure you have questions of your own. Did you look out across these same waters, Grandfather?
Right, let's speak to people now. Look at all that open water. Fontaine. Oh, this will be my first time to Tural. Fontaine's the name. I was working at S Times Aesthetics in Uldar, you see, but my employment with them came to an end. That's why I visited Charlian in the hopes of starting over. While I was attempting and failing to find a new job, I seized the chance to board this vessel when I overheard room for another passenger had suddenly opened up. I'm told the Dawn Servant welcomes all regardless of origin, and so Tuliolal seemed like the perfect place to begin anew. Hopefully things will be better this time. Retired mercenary. I see you in Eorzea before. You great and famous hero. Gah, I've had enough of playing the simpleton. There was a time when we took great pains to maintain the deception, but with more of you Eorzeans coming to Tural, it's become impractical. Besides, my mercenary days are over. Too many of our war band have fallen, and so we head home to lick our wounds. My story? Well, since you asked, I wanted to retrace the historic journey of the great Ketan Ram. You know, the first Eorzean to set foot on Tural, almost 80 years ago. The Mamulja's leader is said to have welcomed Ketan Ram with open arms and sent him home with a bounty of silverware as a token of their friendship. But the real treasure was the crops he brought back, potatoes, tomatoes and corn, which spread across Eorzea like wildfire. His grand adventure led to a culinary revolution. The tale said Ketan Ram returned to Tural several times after that, but his ship vanished during his last recorded voyage and he was never heard from again. That even a seasoned explorer like him would meet such an end is testament to the ocean's peril. Self-assured trader. An adventurer, I presume. I'm a merchant myself, based in Uldar. Specialty imports and exports, Eorzean and Turali both. If this is your first crossing the salt, as they say, do remember that the social mores of Eorzea are not necessarily the same as those over yonder. Blair is looking at our catch. She's sniffing over our catch. Consider this. It is not uncommon for the various races to be referred to instead by the names of certain clans. For the Mikote, the Hetsaro. The Hrothgar, the Exprar. Not because every member of a given clan is of the same race, mind, but because many individuals of said race are associated with that clan. A fair assumption in certain cases, but take care not to give offense. Swarthy sailor. Did you want to make a wager? We're taking bets on who will be sat next to in the Dawn Servant's shiny chair. There are 4 claimants in the right of succession. Your young Wuklamite being one of them, of course. But from what a Mamulja bloke was telling us, the other 3 are all strong contenders. Not too many keen to risk their coin on the third promise. Did you learn anything of interest? Oh, I hadn't heard about the clan names. We should have Wuklamat and Erinville teach us the ones we should know. Actually, it's getting a little chilly up here on deck. Let's all gather in the cabin.
We're in for a proper storm, it seems.
How's your stomach? Any better?
I don't know what you mean. I don't get seasick. I'm just feeling a little nauseous is all.
Isn't that what seasickness is?
Erinville, you were born in Tural, yes? Do many Vieira live there?
The Shetona, as my people are called, have settlements mainly in the north, in Shaktural.
And your family?
I know nothing of my father, not even his name. As for my mother...
We're in the teeth of a narrow lads! Reef that sail for the last snaps!
Oh dear.
Only out without watch! This wind's too strong to take any attack! I'm going off the mast! We need help! Get in below decks first! Quickly! Before he's washed overboard!
Come, we should lend what aid we can.
I have not seen the ocean rage with such fury before or since. The heaving waves tossed our ship about like a toy, sending sailors tumbling. The dauntless Alizé, quick to the rescue, was almost lost to the sea herself. Meanwhile, our champion rushed to deploy the vessel's magical defenses, and thereby shield us from the lightning. What an extraordinary life she must lead to be able to operate such a device with practiced ease. Wuklamat, too, threw herself into the rescue efforts, though one might have mistaken her for another soul in distress. By the time the unruly seas had calmed, our strength was all but spent, and we had yet to even glimpse the shores of Tural. In retrospect, of course, that battle against the storm would prove a fitting prelude to the coming contest for the throne.
morning. Joining us for some fresh air? Seems my belly has settled along with the weather, but I'll feel much better once we're on solid ground. Ugh. Can't be much farther now, can it?
Seabirds.
Blue-footed boobies! Blue-footed boobies! Flying above me on the ship.
Land must
Boobies!
be... You need only hold out a while longer.
The bird, the blue-footed booby.
For a dark moment, I thought the ocean might swallow us. Glad to have my pessimism proven wrong.
In other good news, I examined the sailor who took a fall, and he's faring well. I'm sure he'll make a full recovery.
Good news indeed. If all's well, then we needn't delay in launching the landing boat. Ships have to lower anchors some way from shore. Too close, and they risk having their underbellies ripped open by the reefs that crowd Tuliola's coasts. Come.
Thanks for bringing us all this way.
Ha! We only did what we were paid to do. Couldn't hardly set you adrift halfway. If anything, it should be us thanking you for helping us through that beast of a storm. As a matter of fact, everyone's starting to fancy your chances in the contest. At this rate, we won't be able to lay wagers no more.
Then I better not let you down. Easy, stomach. Easy.
We're the last to board. If there's nothing left to say, then let's shove off, shall we?
Blue seas, clear skies, and boundless possibilities. I dare say our destination will soon be in sight.
Look, it's not the default character.
Enjoying yourself for a change?
Kinda wish I'd taken my blindfold off now.
Yeah, look, my friends. Behold the scene of our next great adventure.
It's with my character instead of the default character.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's alright then. They've sorted out.
Oh, she took a turban off.
We are come to the land you
know
call
what?
the New World.
Dirty.
To my home, Tural.
Thank you, baby. Yes, I'm very happy. I just wish I wasn't working this weekend and I could play it. I'd have to play a little bit in the morning before I leave for work. Compared to your one on your side of your head, in comparison.
It's 3 hours.
That's what I was going to say, 3 hours. He took his time.
he was like, oh mate, I'm on the coast one, tattooing your chops. And he's like, I'm gonna be very slow, I don't want to fuck your face up. And I'm like, oh, I shaved it already, fucked it up.
Oh, look at Terrell. Like Aztec. It kind of reminds me of
I've seen cities with an impressive mix of cultures.
His mom would be more like, oh no,
Something
no,
else.
no. He's like, oh, that's lovely. Like,
Is that a...
what?
No.
That wasn't the response I
I've
wanted.
never seen Vanu feathers in that colour before.
What is
look how
this?
colourful the Vanu are. They look like
You'll
parrots.
find much here you never knew existed.
Not better.
There may be a sea route now, but
I make you love
visitors to Tulishiola are still few and far between.
I got you. They're playing Rocket League at home. They're playing Rocket League at home.
And as we don't build seafaring ships, only a handful of Turali ever venture abroad.
Dang.
Mamuja sells what's most
Dang.
of. Those willing to play the fool sail with Lominsan merchants to secure employment in Eorzea.
Alexa, how long am I timer?
I suppose that makes us a rare sight in your country.
Rare and currently undocumented. Were there some forms we should fill out or...
Forms? Did you forget who you're traveling with?
You are outsiders?
He looks like
Visitors to Tural?
he looks like one of those cats. Those their name fails me now.
You're a fucking little boy over there.
That's a Mamuja.
We are.
Our nation is soon to hold a right of succession to choose its next dawn servant. We will not abide interference from foreign agents seeking to foment trouble. What brings you to Tuliyolal?
I can answer that. These fine people are allies in my succession bid.
Third promise. If you vouch for them, then all is well. Of course.
Please, accept our apologies.
No need to bow and scrape. That our soldiers are so diligent in their duties fills me with pride.
He's got whiskers like
We'll
a
be
quail.
continuing our patrol then.
Oh, he does, you're right. Now that you said that, I see it.
Well, well. You really are a figure of authority here.
Are you suggesting I don't look the part? Anyway, first things first.
Should I make a black kitty? Like my blade.
I bid you welcome to Tulishiola.
I like you. Oh my god, look at all the people! Seriously, babe. Jesus Christ. Well, despite the storm's efforts to the contrary, here we are, safe and sound. My first XP towards level 100. You have arrived in Tuliyolal. You can return to the city at any time by speaking with the swarthy sailor in Scholar's Harbour in Old Charlian. Baby, don't stand in front of me. I can't see. Drink. I don't know. Hey, I'm the chair with your hot dog.
Alexa,
Ooh.
stop.
Hey, I feel like Right then, first things first. Still a bit queasy. No more boats for a while. I realize we've just arrived, but we should get you familiar with the city before the rite of succession begins. No arguments here. I should very much like to explore. Then I'll guide you. Are you sure you're in any condition to do so? Aha! Okay. We were wondering who these strange folk were, so the Third Promise has found herself some new followers then, yes? Yes. Followers? Wuklamat, are you unwell? No, not at all. Couldn't be better. Third Promise does not get seasick. No, sir. As for my hand-picked entourage here, I've recruited them to help me win the rite of succession. I was about to show them around the city, in fact. That sounds lovely. But a group of foreigners is going to attract attention, especially if they're in the company of the Third Promise. Everyone will be curious. We certainly were. Your siblings have a tendency to command a respectful distance, but you're just so easy to approach. And I enjoy it so much when you do. Please, don't ever worry that you're a bother to me. You're very kind. Good day to you, Third Promise. They did have a point. Wuklamat is technically royalty here. Like it or not, a person of their station surrounded by this many outsiders is bound to draw a crowd. Wait, what do you mean technically? I suggest we move into two groups so as to attract less attention. Just technically ignoring me then. Lilith, you and Kryl can come with me. I'll take the twins then. We'll get in touch once we've had a good look around. That voyage was hard on all of us, so take it slow and recuperate. We have enough time for that. Enjoy your wanderings. Perhaps we should wait a bit, at least until Wuklamat's nausea subsides. No need for that. Look, I'm ready to go. Ugh. I'm fine now, really. Can't stand around all day feeling sorry for myself. What with the contest looming and all. Now then, seeing as we're already here, I might as well tell you about the harbour. Ehrenfeld already mentioned the reefs in our coastal waters, which explains why you don't see any big ships moored at the docks. Once vessels with shallow drafts can navigate the bay, mostly small fishing boats or barges ferrying cargo up and down the rivers from inland settlements. Much of the incoming traffic is from York Toral, the southern landmass. Plans there produce various goods for export. Their wares are unloaded here and carted off to the merchant stalls in the neighbouring markets. Speaking of which, Bayside Bevy should be our next stop. So she's going to follow me now. This is Bayside Bevy, Tulialal's largest marketplace. Being right on the harbour, everything from fresh fish to imported wares go directly to the shelves. Anything you want, they mostly likely have. Alright, I should mention that here in Tulialal, we buy things with Pel, a currency that the Pelu created. But don't worry, more and more trade is coming in from Eorzea, so most shops are happy to accept your gil. There's also Wachumeki, another market to the east of here, but that can wait for another time. I have other places I want to show you first. Next, we'll head back a bit, then northwards up the stairs to a certain plaza. I can't wait to see the look on your faces. Too many stairs in the city. What do you think of that, eh? Oh, it's a way crystal. Goodness me, you have aetheryte in Tulialol? I think I told you before, but my brother Koana spent 3 years studying in Sharlian. He fell in love with the nation and its ways and brought back to us the knowledge of aetheryte construction. Papa warmed to the idea at once, had one built immediately. Did you do the attuning thing? If you're ready to continue, we'll head down again and then to the slope to the side. Right at the top is the gate which leads to Zaktarel. Let's make a stop at Bright Plume Post on the way. That's the headquarters for the Lands Guard. It's alright.
Oh.
What? Oh.
What color it is? What color is it? It's reacting like a
red.
It's allergic to it.
We have a lot of narrow, winding streets that crawl up the sides of the mountain, as you can see, though. The builders made sure the city's main thoroughfares were wide enough to accommodate wagons. Trudging up and down all these slopes and stairs is exhausting. I understand now where Wukla Mutt gets her endless endurance. Thank goodness for aetheryte, though I don't share Wukla Mutt's dislike of ships. I'm not especially eager to make that voyage again. Make sure you attune to the aetheryte. Yeah, I've done that. Here we are, Bright Plume Post. The soldiers stationed here are responsible for defending Tulialol and preserving the peace. The Lands Guard are led by our nation's strongest warrior, and so naturally Papa has commanded them since the beginning. At least until 3 years ago when Zoral Jah took over as commander. The title is no empty honor. It means the first promise is considered equal to the Dawn Servant in martial strength. Meanwhile, I haven't even managed to. Well, I'll discuss my brothers and their accomplishments later. Elfino and Alisei should be around here to hear it too. Come on, it's time I showed you the Sky Gate. It's right at the northern end of the Talanomachi. Okay. Massive, isn't it? And on the other side is an equally massive bridge to match. Both were constructed by a race of giants, the Yokhui. Strictly speaking, Turel is actually two separate continents. Yokturel, the southern lands of the mother, and Zakturel, the northern lands of the father, which lie beyond the bridge. Legends say it used to be one great landmass, but long ago the two gods fought a titanic battle, and when one threw the other to the ground, the impact was so devastating as to split the continent in twain. A familiar sounding tale. I am put in mind of the conflict between Hydaelyn and Zodiac. But getting back to Jacques Tural, those lands are also part of the Tuliolol nation, correct? That's right. Isn't my father incredible? He united the people of two continents into a single nation. The many clans of Tural have been at war for generations. It was only when Papa travelled the lands and put a stop to their myriad conflicts that we finally had peace. And that's the main reason I want to win the throne, so I can preserve the peace he built. But I see you're more interested in what's behind the gate than hearing about my aspirations. Crossing the bridge to Jacques Tural requires a special travel pass. Unfortunately, they won't issue any new permits until the rite of succession is over. I promise to get you one when I'm Dawn Servant, but until then, you'll just have to wait. I'll hold you to that. I've never broken my word. Once the throne is mine, that travel permit is yours. We must have covered half the city by now. Tuliolol is unlike any other place I've visited. I'm thoroughly enjoying myself. Oh, I've got stuff. Oh! Look at my new weapon. Babe.
What?
Look at my new weapon.
Oh.
Look at that. Oh, that is cool. We'll head west next, towards the Arch of the Dawn. The dirigible landing is on the way. You have dirigibles too? Tuliolol certainly doesn't want for methods of travel. We get by. Now, if you've seen enough of this area, let me know and we'll continue on. The Arch of the Dawn is on the other side of the city, so speak up if you see something that interests you as we walk. Okay. Ah, they teleport with me. Okay, we are almost there. I'm still struggling to conceive how one could construct an entire city on the side of a mountain. This was originally the site of Yokhui Temple. The giants built it when they were first making the bridge to Jacques Tural to appease the god who slumbers in the Great Ocean Trench. After the Yokhui withdrew, the temple stood empty for centuries, so when Papa was establishing his new nation, he saw a structure he could refurbish into a palace, sitting practically in the center of Tural. He gathered artisans to do the work, and the houses they built for themselves became the foundation of the city you see today. Speaking of houses, we'll be passing through the Resplendent Quarter, the biggest residential district in Tuliolol. We climb these sets of stairs here, all the way up. Oh my god. Oh, it's a baby Amulja. Oh, it's cute. I've never seen a baby Amulja before. It's a playground. There's a playground. Okay, let's carry on running up these stairs. Papa's palace is called Volok Shunsa, which roughly translates to invincible resilience. You probably want to take a closer look, but we'll be coming back here later. Let's move on for now. The sheer scale of this palace is incredible. I wonder what that carving at the top represents. What?
Keep watching. Another one. Another one. And helicopters.
There's an Ethernet shard. The city is massive. So, this is the Resplendent Quarter. What manner of people live here? Oh, we have residents from all the Yoctorel clans. Mamucha, Expral, Pelu Pelu, Moblin, Hanu Hanu. We also have Tonawatwa, Hetsaru, and Shetona, who moved south from their ancestral lands in Yoctorel. In essence, it's a gathering of people from every corner of Toral. A true representation of Tulialol's diverse character. The adornments on each building contribute to the eclectic cultural aesthetic. It's all so beautiful. I'm glad you think so. Come, we continue down the stairs. That big drum there is called the Dawn Herald. They play it for formal occasions like when honoring the Lands Guards returned from a dangerous duty. I tried hitting it with my axe once and ripped the skin. Earned me a proper scolding, let me tell you. I think that was the time Papa held me upside down by the ankle. I've never seen such an enormous drum. What would one even use to beat such an instrument? And here are your dirigibles. Not bad, eh? I hear our nations use airships to sail the skies, but you'll only find balloons in Tolialo. We have them for the exact same reason as the Etherites. Koana brought back the plans from Charlian, and Papa thought them fantastic and commissioned their construction. This was around 3 years ago. Since that time, we've added flights to our other settlements. Trade with frontier communities has never been easier. But that's enough for dirigibles. The Arch of the Dawn awaits. He's a Pictomancer! Oh my god, it's so colourful. Oh, alpacas! Alpacas! Oh, look at them! Welcome. The alpaca you need, you look no further. Before we get you saddled up, I'll need you to add your name to your register. It'll make things smoother the next time you need a ride. I now have access to alpacas. Yay! Baby, is the food cool? Babe. Is the food cool? This is it, the Arch of the Dawn. When the Giants were still here, it was known as the Yogg-Turaal Landgate, but when Papa founded Turialol, everyone began using its present name in honor of its great achievement. Through this gate is Kozamauka, the wetlands south of the city. Depending on what the right of succession asks of us, we might end up going in that direction. Kozamauka. The name alone is intriguing. Speaking of which, what were those fluffy animals we passed earlier? Those are alpacas. Fearsome, four-legged fiends. Fearsome? They seemed quite placid to me. You'll learn soon enough, Kryl. You'll learn soon enough. But forget the alpacas. I have something far more important to show you. Come along.
Here we go.
Oh, yummy, yummy, thank you.
Alright.
If you wish to learn the history of Turialol, then look no further. Bean and beef burrito!
Hey man, I got you a bean and beef burrito. If she doesn't understand the reference, she's too young for you.
You showing polygamy?
Polygamy?
Be right back, guys. I'm just gonna eat my dinner. What's up with the jazz music, yo? Groovy. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. That took a while. Oh. Where is the NPC?
You like to borrow things permanently from your friends.
What is special about the pillars, if I may ask? At a glance, they may look like ordinary stone decorations, but if you take a really good look, you see there is something much more interesting.
Oh, yeah.
They tell a story.
Okay. Put that away. If you don't, Pius will eat it tonight.
That was Goat Simulator.
Pictures? Wait, no, these are glyphs. They seem to tell a series of stories, many of them featuring a two-headed Mamuja. Oh, then this must be... That's right, it follows the exploits of my father, Goluljaja, and his journey to unite our lands. We call it the Tulialol Saga. The deeds he performed and the bonds he forged, all immortalized in stone. There's no better way to learn how Tulialol came to be. Study them as long as you like.
Statue.
Lay of the Brotherhood. This pillar tells the lay of the Brotherhood. It depicts a scene where Papa granted an audience to the foreign explorer Ket. Something I can never remember the name. You mean Ketenram? Oh, that's the one. Ketenram's arrival in Tyrell is what prompted Papa to embark on his own journey. It is said the two grew to be close friends, brothers in spirit, if not in blood. But no one knows what became of the explorer in later years. Ketenram's disappearance is a mystery in Eorzea as well. The records say he travelled between our lands and yours for a while, but then it's assumed he was lost at sea. Here we have the Lay of Reeds. This is the story when Papa visited the Hanu Hanu in their village in Kozamauka. Ah, the people Elfino almost mistook her for Vanu Vanu. If not for the colourful plumage. He spent a fair bit of time among the Vanu in the Sea of Clouds, so it's no surprise he took an interest in your countrymen. I don't know how it is with your Vanu, but our Hanu are a bright and cheerful sort. They hold this one festival every year, very famous and a lot of fun. They sound less stuck up than their Vanu peers. This one recounts the Lay of Repast. As you can probably tell, the figure depicted here of the ex-Brawl, like me. For decades, Jabral and the Mamulja were at war for control of the forest of Yakdal. The actions Papa took to end that conflict have since been hailed as the first step in the founding of Tulialol. There is a clan of Hrothgar in Bozja, known as Hellions. In their society, the women rule as queens and the men serve as devoted subjects. Yet here in Tural, Jabral men and women appear to be of equal status. How dramatically culture can vary within location. Let's see. This one is the Lay of Pops, which depicts the moblins of Kozamauka. They might wear odd masks and sound weirdly muffled when they talk, but the gold and silver work they sell is the best you'll find anywhere. Moblin goods are the standard when it comes to gift giving. Clearly, the Vanu aren't the only people with distant Turali counterparts. If you're done with the first half, we can move on to the second. The Lay of Gold. This pillar shows one of the Pelu Pelu, whose homeland is in Urkapaka. Having created our currency, the Pelu are rightfully known as the Merchant Clan. They oversee Tulialol markets, and their travelling peddlers are a common sight no matter where you go in Tyrell. Don't let their size fool you. They might be mistaken as children, but beneath those beaked masks they are clever and calculating traders. Oh, this one's my favorite, the Lay of Ice. It depicts the battle with the legendary Tural Vidral, Valigarmanda. I should explain. A Tural Vidral is a creature that has lived for far beyond its usual lifespan and awakened to preternatural power. Tataru described the Far Eastern auspices in a similar fashion. Could this be the same phenomenon? Valigarmanda itself was dubbed the Sky Ruin, a name earned for the destruction and terror it visited upon Tyrell every time it stirred from its slumber. But 80 years or so ago, its ruinous reign was brought to an end. After a great struggle, Papa and his comrades managed to overcome the raging Vidral and sealed it away in the Urkapaka Mountains. Despite his reputation, however, Valigarmanda is also a symbol of power. That's why you'll see its likeness in Tulialol's national emblem and adorning the banners at the palace. I don't know if I have any, darling. And these four comprise the rest of the saga. Bring my bag here. Oh, this one is unmarked. Papa says he left a blank pillar for the next chapter of Tuliolol's history, whatever that might be. Ah, the lay of proof. That big fellow is the Yokhui, the largest of Tural's peoples. These giants once used their great size and strength to establish a dominion encompassing all of Yok-Tural. Having brought the southern reaches to heel, they then turned northwards, setting their sights... Okay, can I have my bag anyway? On Zak-Tural. You'll recall that massive bridge they built beyond the Sky Gate. Sometime after launching their northern campaign, however, they just gave up. They abandoned the land they conquered and withdrew into the mountains of Urkapaka. I've never even seen any of their kind so much as set foot in the city. This was a people with the power and resourcefulness to raise a temple on a mountaintop and build a bridge across the sea with stone. What would move them to renounce their ambitions and their place in Turali history? Had your fill of history then? Yes, thank you. Glad to hear it. You know, I feel awfully hungry all of a sudden. No surprise there is, seeing I couldn't keep anything down for a while, but now I think I'm ready to eat again. So let's go and have ourselves a bit of a local delicacy. Come, I'll take you to the best restaurant in the city. I like the sound of that. Oh my gosh, this place is a bit like Costa del Sol and Thanalan and a little bit of Limsa all in one. Look at that beach, Ray.
Are you loving your dawn trail so far?
I am, but I'm really tired as well from work, so I might call it at night, even though I've only played for a very, very short amount of time. Struggling to articulate properly. I feel like I'm slurring almost. I'm not even drunk or anything. I'm just so tired.
He's naturally tired. Don't worry, guys.
Have you ever had the tacos? They're a Tuliolol classic. You bake a crunchy shell made from the corn flour and fill it with meat and salad. A lot of shops and stores sell them, but I like how they're made here at the Jbalyav Tier's best. And I need one right in front of me right now. Let's head downstairs and place an order with old Brokevu. Why do you have to be so violent like that?
I'm being aggressive.
Look at this, Ray!
Wow, you have so much space.
Wow, this is so awesome.
Can you ride it out?
No.
Oh, okay.
Brokevo! My companions must sample your heavenly tacos. One for each of us, please.
Right away, promise. And I'll pack them tight with my choicest feelings. Only the best for you and your friends.
Did you hear the Silver Scares are back? Seems their overseas foray ended in disaster. More than half their warband is missing. including their leader.
Aye. And now keen to rebuild their broken reputations, the survivors seek the Golden City. A fool's errand. How many hopefuls have disappeared in search of that fable? They should count their lucky stars they came home alive at all.
The legend of the Golden City is well known here, I take it.
It is, but as no one's ever seen it, many question if there is any truth to the tale. Like our skeptical Erinville.
I can't imagine the Dawn Servant would request a formal survey for a place that doesn't exist.
Now to find a spot with a pleasant view to enjoy our crunchy spoils. Oh! Oh!
If it isn't the third promise.
Oh, no.
I don't know these ones. New salt.
Dredge from foreign waters is my guess, brother.
Of course, that's it. Wuklamat is so afraid of the coming contest that she went crying for special help.
Was there something you wanted, Bakul Jaja?
The third promise remembers us! Such an honor.
Glory on your name, brother.
And on yours, brother.
I know my rivals for the throne. Nothing more.
Another child of the Dawn Servant?
No, this brute.
We have no ties to their farce of a family. Unlike the sneevling housecut, we are blessed siblings, the elevated chosen. We alone are fit to succeed Golul Jaja as Dawn Servant.
All peoples are equal in Tulihiola. Your heritage gives you no greater claim to the throne.
Ha! Shall we test that idea here and now? See if your strength is equal to ours.
None of this has any bearing on the right of succession, correct? Best not waste your energies on pointless scuffles.
The kitten comes to the house cat's defense.
Pathetic. Since when was our nation overrun by mewling weaklings?
Listen to me, you.
A two-headed Mamulja. I knew of them, but that's the first I've seen in the flesh.
Some get it into their twin heads that they're destined to follow in my father's footsteps. So they travel to distant lands to hone their battlecraft. Those are likely the ones you've heard about.
Are there other two-headed claimants?
No, just Bakul Jaja. Even in Tural, his kind are far from common. The Mamulja people largely belong to one of three clans. The Hubigo, the Bunewa, and the Dopro. Every once in a great while, a two-headed offspring is born from a union between the brown-scaled Hubiko and the blue-scaled Bunewa. The child grows to possess immense strength, both physical and magical.
Blessed siblings indeed.
Forget them. Let's go and buy more tacos. I can think of nothing better to rid me of this bad taste in my mouth.
Enjoying your tour of the city, I trust. We've seen our share of notable sights and took a moment to rest. As such, we're ready to present ourselves at the palace for the rite of succession. Shall we meet you there?
The palace it is. I'll let Wuklamart know. Destiny calls. Perhaps we can return for more tacos later?
So it goes.
Alright guys, I'm gonna leave that here now, I think. Really? It is, yeah, I know. It is 10 PM on the dot now. I have work in the morning. I will try and get up early enough and actually come and play a little bit. But next time if I don't get a chance to play tomorrow, I'll definitely play on Sunday. Even though I'm working the night shift, I can spare a few hours to play in the afternoon. So far, so good. And tomorrow morning we will get to making my Hrothgar female. And so take this all in. This is the last time you'll see my Viera. As tomorrow she will become a Hrothgar. Good night, everybody. And I will see you all tomorrow. Yeah. So, see you all later. Bye.